Before we make fun of a studio for doing something incredibly dumb, let's talk about movie pitching. Movie pitches happen all the time. While you're watching this video, there's probably a movie pitch happening. Movie pitches involve a writer who has an idea for a dream film, but since we live in a society, most of the writers are broke.
I often tell new writers, if you need security, this is not the profession for you.
So they have to pitch their ideas to studio heads, hoping they will get finances to fund their project. When writers make a pitch, usually they have a general idea of the plot, character, and genre they're going for. Sometimes they even bring in concept art and maybe even a short video showing how the overall movie will look like. Despite all the work the writers put in to get prepared for their pitches, the people they're usually pitching to are usually idiots. Just recently, a visual design artist from Spider-Verse pitched a Batman Beyond movie in the style of Spider-Verse. Looking at this concept art, he had something going.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
You would have to be a complete idiot to say no. So, of course, Warner Brothers said no. According to the artist, they pitched the entire outline for the entire movie, and that no went to a maybe.
It's my IP to sit on and do nothing with.
I know right now we live in a time where movie execs don't give a shit about art, but come on, this movie would print money for them. But what do I know? Shareholders think David Zaslav is doing a great job and definitely deserves that pay raise. Warner Brothers making dumb decision isn't news. Let's talk about something that is news. Deadpool and Wolverine is coming out soon. Like most people, I'm pretty excited for the movie. While I don't think it will necessarily save the MCU like people say it is, it looks like a fun time.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
But no single movie can fix everything. I agree that Kevin Feige saying the most recent Marvel movies have not been ideal and wanting to surprise the audience again, with Bob Iger seconding that by saying in a Q Tour's earnings call that they plan on reducing Marvel's output is definitely a step in the right direction.
So that was a fucking lie.
However, I believe it when I see it. I don't trust Disney. They can release something awesome like X-Men 97, then at the same time release a trailer for Mufasa, something that looks like a soulless cash grab. You know it's bad when the director feels the need to defend the movie on Twitter. Talking about things that are soulless, you guys remember how Deadpool was first introduced to us on the big screen?
Brother, what's that?
It was truly an awful introduction to the character, and to this date is one of the worst introductions put to film. And how can his studio be so blind? Alright, money. The studio got a wake up call. A couple weeks before the movie was released, a leak showing how Deadpool was going to look like was released online. Fans, of course, were pissed, and they called Ryan trying to fix the whole mess. Ryan was pissed off at the time, and he told the chief studio head at Fox, "You know there's more Deadpool fans out there than you realize, and they're not going to be happy with this." Fox responded and said, "Fuck it, we're doing it anyway," a statement that Disney follows when greenlighting unnecessary sequels. Ryan was right, despite how much studios have been milking the superhero trend to death in recent memory. X-Men Origins Wolverine is still one of the worst movies of all time. So what did Ryan do? He went to work. He spent 11 years working with fellow writers to make Deadpool a reality, taking any opportunity he can to pitch the movie to any studio head that would hear him out. Could you imagine how annoying that would be? Spending 11 years working on something you have true passion for, and the only people you can talk to get the idea off the ground are the people who fucked it up in the first place. Even with all the work Ryan and his fellow writers put in, the studio kept saying rated R superhero movies cannot work.
Are you sure about that?
Then one fateful day, a leak came out. This leak was a concept video shown during a pitch meeting that executives said no to. The general audience had the complete opposite reaction. The concept video got fans going crazy on social media, asking Fox to make Deadpool a reality. Now Ryan has the upper hand, and the studio fast mapped the movie. It turned out to be overnight success, being the highest grossing rated R superhero movie at the time. A movie unlike anything else you have seen at that time, showing once again that studios have no idea what they're doing. Ryan completed his goal, and Deadpool is a global phenomenon. And now with Deadpool Wolverine, the endless tease from Ryan and Hugh Jackman throughout the years about Wolverine crossing paths with Deadpool is almost over.
But I want it now!
Now that we talked about the good ending, let's talk about the bad ending. You are a money-hungry exec, you hit goal with Deadpool, you need to keep pumping out Deadpool content, you already greenlight the sequel, but that's not good enough. Live action is too expensive, Ryan is already busy working on the sequel, what about animation? That can work, especially since Fox is known for its adult animation like The Simpsons, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, and Archer. But who should make it? What about Donald Glover? People love him for his talent as a musician, comedy writer. Plus, we have a great relationship with him, and we supported him in making Atlanta a award-winning show. Sounds like a win-win situation for us. The show was greenlit. Donald Glover was ordered to make 10 episodes for the show. He brought his brother on to help him write the show. He and his brother worked together all the time from Atlanta to the more recent Mr. and Mrs. Smith show. All the pieces were in place, and now they just need to write and pitch the episodes to the studio. He even expressed that the process is going really easy and excited to give fans the show they want. So where is the show? You remember at the beginning of this video I talked about how studio heads who are listening to these ideas are usually idiots? That's exactly what happened. Every time Glover pitched the episode to them, they said no, and end up eventually canceling the whole show because of creative differences. What type of creative differences? Let's look back at the quote from Donald Glover. Deadpool was very aware of himself, so I don't have to live up to anything. Based on that quote, we know he was going to focus on the more meta aspects of the character, which is very much Deadpool. Look at any media from Deadpool, he is constantly making meta jokes and breaking the fourth wall.
Hands on the controller, shaking fingers poised over the button. Each tip glistening with sweat and quivering in anticipation of the moment in which you push the button!
Well, maybe Donald and his brother didn't know how to write meta jokes well, because it takes talent, and we see what happens when you don't have the talent. We get shows like Big Mouth.
That's the show.
Hey, you. You're home on the elliptical watching this. I see you. Don't you say a fucking word.
Why don't you just fucking die already?
That is not the case. Go watch Atlanta right now and tell me he does not have the talent, because you would be lying.
But your music is detrimental to black teens.
Yeah, but so is all rap music, right? I mean, and rock music before it was taken over by rap.
Yeah, I agree.
You hate women.
What?
Also, his acting career bloomed with Community, a show that has meta jokes in pretty much every episode. It was not Donald Glover's fault that the show got canceled. It was the studio not understanding the character again. When the show was canceled, there was a rumor that picked up traction. The show was canceled due to Donald Glover's busy schedule, some fans said. Glover put those rumors to rest by tweeting, "For the record, I wasn't too busy to work on Deadpool," then proceeded to leak the full script of the season finale.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can still find the script now, and I recommend you giving it a read, because it's a damn good script. Some people, while reading the script, got inspired to take it a step further, like the YouTuber Crash Versa, who used the audio from the live script read from New Rockstar, and then proceeded to animatic it.
All I said was Marvel was trying to sell toys to 7-year-old boys and 50-year-old pedophiles. That's just funny.
He fires one shot, hits Zachariah right between the eyes, killing him pretty much instantly.
Take notes, teachers of America. Someday you'll have to make a high-pressure shot like that.
And if that's not good enough for you, test footage was leaked later on. Clearly, Fox was in the wrong for canceling the show, and fans expressed their opinions online. Unlike the original Deadpool, where fans made enough noise to force the studio to make the movie, Fox just ignored it and moved on.
I mean, I think our show would have been funny. I just wanted a place to be honest. I guess that place is Freeform.
A true shame, because right now we live in a golden age of adult animation with shows like Smiley Friends, Fiona and Cake, Harley Quinn, and Invincible. The Deadpool show could have been the start of this whole thing, Part of me wants Disney to greenlight the Deadpool animated show with the success of X-Men 97, but the other part of me says Disney doesn't care about adult animation. Disney bought Fox 6 years ago and acquired shows like The Simpsons, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, and Archer. Disney has done nothing with these shows and they barely even advertise them. Did you guys know Archer ended last year? I didn't. Do you guys remember the Bob's Burgers movie? A movie that they did so little advertisement for and released the same day as Top Gun Maverick, causing the movie to bomb at the box office? And then there's The Simpsons and Family Guy, a show that has not changed in quality at all since Disney has acquired them and slowly is losing viewership every year. Right now, across entertainment, if you're not bringing in billions in dollars to the company, you either are not going to get any advertisement or you're going to be laid off. It's just an endless void of watching exciting projects like the Deadpool animated series be pitched to studio heads and slowly watching them all disappear right in front of your eyes with no signs of stopping anytime soon. So that's fun and not depressing at all. Anyway, buy your tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine right now. Let's fucking go. Support your corporate overloads today with money. Let's fucking go. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support me or Wordy, consider checking out our Patreon. Either way, thank you for watching, and see you next time.